Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Construction detours and delays are prompting some truckers to drive through West Fargo neighborhoods.
And some of those are going down roads that were not made for their vehicles, and they're getting stuck and causing damage. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall explains how the city and neighbors are responding.
This West Fargo roundabout hasn't always been loved by its neighbors, but they're learning to live with it.
There's been very few that have been very optimistic about it, but now it's here, so we have to deal with it.
And so are truckers. To avoid construction detours and delays, some semi-drivers are driving through the neighborhood, but the trip isn't saving them time or money.
It's a smaller neighborhood roundabout, and it's not designed for any type of semi-traffic. You get some semi-trucks decide they're going to try anyway, and they get stuck, hung up on the rocks in the middle. So now they change their driving habits and they go over the curbs on the side.
Neighbors tell me it's nearly a weekly experience where trucks will jump the curb and create ruts like these in the grass. They say it's a never-ending battle that they're getting tired of fighting.
My poor neighbor, Matt, he's got some huge ruts from larger trailers coming through. He's going to have to clean it up or just leave it.
But there is a new plan to fix the problem.
And we're just out here going to put out some concrete and make it look nice and more durable for the neighborhood.
Next week, West Fargo's Public Works Department will shut down the 19th Avenue West roundabout to replace some of the grass with concrete. That way, curb jumping trucks will stop making new ruts. But not everyone agrees that this is the best solution for the problem.
We've got, large school buses, we've got snow plows, we've got even people when they're moving, they're big semis, they need to get through here. So then it kind of adds to the chaos a little bit because then they're having to back up a whole block all the way back to Cheyenne or whatnot.
Maybe just taking out the roundabout would be a better solution.
For now, though, neighbors will just have to wait and see if the new change can have a lasting impact or it's just another bump in the road. In West Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Brungart says truck drivers that are caught using neighborhood streets instead of truck routes can be ticketed. They're also financially responsible for repairing the damage their vehicles have caused. Meanwhile, the roundabout will be closed from June 11th through the 14th. During that time, drivers are asked to use 6th Street West and 18th Avenue West instead.
If you don't have your grill going but want to, it's not too late. There's still time to cook up a meal outdoors. The weather's certainly cooperating. In fact, Hutch has been feasting in Dilworth, which is the site of this week's Cashwise Backyard Barbecue. Hutch?
Thank you so much, Mike. The weather out here, absolutely delightful. Just a few high clouds, sunshine, and you know what? Even though we're in the 80s, it doesn't feel too hot because that humidity is real low. Let's take a look at the planner, though. First and foremost, not everybody's dry. We do have a line of showers and thunder showers forming in the Devil's Lake Basin and points north. That's why your temperatures are a little cooler. Also cooler in Bemidji this evening, but mid-80s here in the Red River Valley. Here's that radar showing those showers and storms progressing eastward into Towner County and near Rock Lake at this hour. A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning, and the possibility for some small soft hail. And as we take you in a little closer, the best chance of showers and storms will remain along Highway 2 and points north as these drift east at about 25 miles per hour through the evening. So that area has to be concerned and have an umbrella handy about a couple of non-severe showers and storms tonight. In Fargo, here's what you can expect. Temperatures in the 80s the next couple of hours, and all in all, things are looking just fantastic in Grand Forks as well, with temperatures even by bedtime only in the 60s, light winds and maybe a few high clouds. As we wrap up the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue here at Carol's home. Here, Carol, I got to ask you, where did you sign up to win this week?
The Moorhead Cashwise.
Very good. Where in the store does everybody at home go to sign up?
Back by the meat department.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to have a little bit more fun. We'll look at that forecast because if you are a lover of summer weather, it looks like this heat is coming to an end. I'll have details on that here in just a few moments.
Be polite and help with the cleanup now, Hutch. He can hear. He can hear.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fargo police are asking for your help identifying this person of interest in a theft case. If you have any information, you can call Fargo Police 241-1405 and reference photo number 113. Moorhead police also need your help finding 26-year-old Sarah Dombeck. She's wanted for possession of a controlled substance and driving under suspension. If you have any information about her, you can reach Moorhead Police through dispatch 451-7660.
In Grand Forks, police are investigating an assault and attempted robbery early this morning. They were called to the 500 block of Oak Street. They say a taxi driver was called to the area to pick someone up, but was assaulted with a large caliber revolver. The would-be robber got away empty-handed as the driver drove off, while the suspect still partially in the vehicle. Grand Forks Taxi says the driver is in tough shape, suffering multiple gashes and bruises on his face. The company says incidents like this are scary, as drivers never really know who they're picking up. Police are looking for a black male, medium build, approximately 6'3". The male has possibly had short dreadlocks and was wearing all black. If you have any information, call the phone number 701-787-8000.
In the last few months, there have been 4 different crashes involving a pedestrian and a vehicle. Police say that's concerning, especially because 2 of those incidents resulted in death. However, without any similarities, they say it's hard to tackle the problem.
More people are paying attention to electronic devices, and we all kind of have to understand that there's a time and a place for that, but crossing a street or operating a vehicle or operating a bike is neither the time nor the place.
With more people spending time outside, police say the best thing is for everyone to stay off their phones and be aware of their surroundings.
A Moorhead police officer has been cleared of assault charges surrounding an injured woman who suffered a fractured nose and a contusion to one of her eyes. The initial complaint says that Officer Matthew Lambert transported Jennifer Thomas to Sanford Hospital for a checkup. Lambert told officers that Thomas stood up from her hospital bed and spit on his face. That's when Lambert tackled Thomas to the bed. Lambert struck Thomas with an elbow, causing her injuries. He was charged with aggravated assault, but the case was dismissed yesterday. Officials say Lambert acted reasonably. He was placed on paid administrative leave as the department investigated the complaint.
The world's 5th largest electronic distributor has headquarters in Thief River Falls, and that's where DigiKey is working on a $300 million expansion project.
But workers say the subcontractor, Millennium Concrete, has been robbing workers of their fair pay. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz was in Thief River Falls, where union and non-union members demonstrated to spotlight the issues.
Thief River Falls is home to DigiKey, which is undergoing a $300 million expansion project. But all Wednesday morning, union reps stood under the hot sun with signs, but you wouldn't hear any protest chants.
No, I wouldn't call it a protest. It's just informational banner on what's going on the project.
And what's going on, according to these union reps, is thievery.
There are workers on the site with Millennium Concrete that are getting cheated out of wages.
The subcontractor Millennium was hired by McShane Construction. The reps say of the 20 or so Millennium workers, about 6 to 8 of them have approached the unions about wage theft.
The rates are way off and stuff.
For instance, Lundy says a cement mason should earn at a rate of $44 an hour, but instead would be classified as a carpenter and make $25.76 instead. The reps say the company is also using intimidation tactics.
Last October 2018, we met with 3 employees, and the following day they were sent off the project back down to Iowa.
Octavio Chung with the Labor's Union says one worker was injured on the job, but not provided any medical care.
If you get hurt on the job, company that you're working for, they need to be responsible for the injury because it's a work injury.
The reps say they want to put pressure on the company that hired Millennium.
McShane Construction is a general contractor. They have to make sure their subcontractors are paid the right wages.
In a statement, DigiKey says it was just recently made aware of the allegations, saying, "We are working with our general contractor to understand the issue and will continue to monitor the situation." Lundy says he believes them.
DigiKey is a great company, and they're so good to the employees with their benefits.
We're told the Department of Labor is investigating.
It's saving Millennium a lot of money, but the guys are getting cheated out of pay, and it's stealing.
In Thief River Falls, Minnesota, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
We reached out to McShane Construction and Millennium Concrete, but have not received comment from either by deadline. To read DigiKey's full statement and learn more, head to our website and click on this story.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, warm weather, live music, and ribs. We'll check in on the good times known as Rib Fest.